This video was inspired by a quote from Jim Rohn. He said, "It's too bad failures don't give seminars." Wouldn't that be valuable? And I thought about it. Why don't people who fail give seminars? And I think part of the reason why is because once we fail, we want to just forget about it. We don't want to think about it, much less talk about it. In our group, we say that we take our dreams seriously and our egos lightly. I figured I might as well walk the walk because there's a way to get back quickly. And I want that for you, starting today. Failure number 1. Believing my mistakes are permanent or say something about me as a person. Now, I've been through this cycle many times. There are times when I have success and momentum and it seems like everything is going right. But just that quickly, it can change. There is nothing wrong with having failures or mistakes along the way. The failure for me came with my belief that these things said something about me as a person. I gave them way too much value and way too much weight. And this would get me to a state that I see as the heavy blanket. It's that feeling of just being under the weight of it all and knowing that I can get up, but really not having the energy to. And here's what I learned that can help you. I learned the importance of the bounce back. The bounce back is that one small action you take to get back on track after falling off. And this should be celebrated just as much as you reaching your final goal or dream, because it matters more than just about anything else. The bounce back is your powerful way of saying to yourself, I know I don't have it all figured out today. I know I'm not going to reach perfection today, and I'm not even going for that. I'm simply going to take a step in the right direction again. Failure number 2. Aiming for the short game versus the long game. Now, I love a good sprint or experiment, and this is what our whole group does. We do these quick monthly sprints and experiments. That way we can learn about ourselves, learn about our interests, and then find where we want to lock in. However, even if you're experimenting, you want to move on things that you can see yourself doing long term, not just for the season. And I learned this the hard way. Years ago, I competed in a transformation contest. I lost lots of weight in a short amount of time and felt great about myself. The only problem? I pushed myself really hard and did things that I definitely did not want to do long term. Things like getting minimal sleep so I could work out several hours every day, and also just not eating anything that brought me joy. And that was okay for that season, but it was definitely not a long-term plan. So what happened? A couple years later, I started to gain some of the weight back. The lesson I learned was, it is more important for me to create habits that will last for years than just months. Whatever you decide to do with your life, you're going to want to do it long enough to see the benefits of it. If you can't see yourself sticking with it for 2 to 5 years, that might not be the best path forward for you. There might be a better way. Failure number 3, not investing enough time in my belief in myself. This is one that so many people treat lightly. Like the idea that the belief in ourselves will come through the actions, so it's not really something we need to focus on. And yes, with my daily actions and disciplines, those things build my belief in myself, or having a track record that I can look back and celebrate, those things definitely contribute. But I also treat believing in myself like its own independent practice. Here's what I learned. For myself, I need a practice of believing in myself. And for me, that consists of daily meditations, reading, really filling my mind with positive thoughts, with positive media, really being focused, cutting out all the excess noise, and being clear on my goals, who I am, and what I believe my mission and purpose in this world is. Those things fuel my belief in myself and get me through the rough times. Failure number 4. Waking up late. Any day I wake up later than I planned, I count as a failure. Not the entire day, but just that waking up part. Because then I spend the rest of the day chasing the time, looking for that time that I missed and how I can try to get it back. I like to feel in control of my days, and waking up late is a quick way for me not to. So here's what I learned. For me, the best things that help are going to bed at a consistent time, sleeping with my cell phone in another room completely, and having my clothes ready for the next day before I go to bed. Failure number 5, failing to refuel. For me, I refuel through, yes, nutritious food and water, but most importantly, reading. I love to read. It is one of my favorite pastimes, and it is something that I have definitely failed at in the past. There have been days where I want to read. I have the books right there, right next to me so I can see them and be inspired. And then I end up going to bed having not read at all that day. And here's what I learned. On the days when I wouldn't get to reading, it was usually because I did all the things I felt like I should do or I had to do first, and I left reading for last. So I ran out of time. What I changed was treating reading as a priority for myself. I scheduled it just like I would a meeting, and I stuck to it. Now, this doesn't have to be reading for you. Whatever it is that refuels your body, that makes you feel whole again, those things are important. So schedule them in your calendar and prioritize them because you need to refuel yourself daily. Failure number 6, getting thrown off my path by someone else. I really don't like negative energy. I really don't like it. But sometimes it comes through our lives, and when it does, sometimes it comes hard. I once had somebody treat me very aggressively, and I did not like it. I'm paraphrasing here, but Jim Rohn said that his mentor told him something to the effect of, "There are only about 10 truly nasty, miserable people in the world. The trouble is, they get around." The idea behind this was that no matter who comes in your life, if they're kind of horrible or nasty to you, you can say, okay, well then that's one down. There's only about 9 more of you to go. And I understand the sentiment. Totally, I do, logically. But when it happened to me, I felt a need to defend myself. I did not like this feeling of somebody coming at me, and I felt a need for justice. However, I realized pretty quickly that I was spending more time thinking about this person than I ever would have. They wanted to get my attention, and they did. There's a saying that the squeaky wheel gets the oil. And in this case, it was very true. But once I realized that, I realized I could take my power back. I had the power to just let go and walk away, and I did, and I've never looked back. Here's what I learned. Life is too short to have negative people in your life. Now, I'm not saying to cut out friends and family that are negative. I'm saying when you do have a choice, and it's somebody who's maybe part of a group or something that you don't need to stay involved with, sometimes the better option is to walk away, save yourself, save your energy, and surround yourself with people that are more aligned with you. Failure number 7, letting too much time pass before jumping on opportunities. There's a saying, success loves speed, and I have found that true time and time again. Unfortunately, I usually found that out by not going fast. I just like making things good, and I could spend my whole life working on something and never shipping it because I want it to be really close to perfect. But I've learned time and time again that that just does not work. Whenever I get stuck in my head, I let time pass by, and then I miss the opportunity. What I've learned is to make it quick, make it playful, and make it messy. Messy and complete is better than not having it done at all. So where in your life can you shorten the gap between inspiration and action? I know I've decreased mine quite a bit, and I'm still working on decreasing it more, because I believe the more you take action, the more inspiration will come. And failure number 8, not failing more. Years ago, I was reading a book, and in it asked, when was the last time you failed? At that time, I could not remember the last time I failed. And for a second, I felt good about it until I realized, no, that's actually a bad thing. I was not putting myself out there. I was not stepping out of my comfort zone. So I was keeping myself safe and not failing as a result. Failure is not a bad thing. And failure is not the opposite of success. In fact, it is a milestone along the way to success. Here's what I learned. I need to put myself out there more consistently. It is through the reps that we get better. Staying away from failures only protects my ego, but it does not help me grow. In the Crayon Playbook membership, we celebrate our successes as well as our failures. We know it's all valuable, and there are lessons in both. And here's one final Jim Rohn quote for today. He said, "Learn from the negative as well as the positive, from the failures as well as the successes." So today, I invite you to believe in yourself, even past the failures. Failure is not the opposite of success. Go towards the failures, go towards the stretching, go towards the growth. And you don't have to get there today. Just make sure you're pointing in the right direction and you're on your way. I am cheering you on along the way. And my next video will help to support you to get you where you want to go. I'll see you there.